What's up, everybody? This is Can't Fit with the Honda Fit, and this is like the 16th take, but we're gonna go for it. We are taking the stock motor out, and we are going to be putting in the 12.5 to 1 compression engine. This thing is built by Fennel Autosports here in Texas, and we are very excited to be putting it in. So let's get to it. All right, so we got the car up. Now we are just preparing to drain the transmission fluid into a decent container so that we can save the transmission fluid, because I really want to use it again. So let's try and do that. As you can see, I don't know if you can tell, but the oil is very clean. I mean, the transmission fluid. Very clear, very clean. I have decided that we're going to delete some things while we're in here. I am currently in the process of removing the heater core and its components, and having the coolant system much more simple. Hey, I don't know what happened to my mic here, but I wanted to show you the injectors and how well they held in the portholes done by me. I really had to wiggle those things out to get it to actually pop out, and as you can see, I think I mentioned in a video before that the injector holes, I think, is a weak spot for vacuum leak, and you can see some of the fuel just barely passing the O-ring. So I think I'm going to be going in and changing up the design of that with the other runners that I have from CNC Innovations. These are the mounts, I guess you could call them, that I made for a temporary fix for the injectors. Basically, they wrap around the runner of 2 and 3, and 2 bolts screw in to the riv nuts there and hold them in place, hold the fuel rail in place. It's been working so far, but like I said, the design needs to change because of, vacuum leaks. What you're seeing now are the portholes that I drilled out myself. I used a step drill bit to get that shelf, which helped with the O-ring placement. However, I think the O-rings need to go deeper, and there needs to be a groove cut in to retain them better, or seal them better, I should say. So all of that will be changed in the new runners, or the other runners, I should say. Last thing I'm showing you here is kind of the angle that I want the injectors to be positioned in the new runners. Instead of being straight up and down, I want them to have an angle to them so they can point. So there's something else I wanted to show you guys, which is a big pain in the butt. So with the current runners, they're so short that they come in contact with the, I think it's the VTEC solenoid, I forget which one that is, but it comes in contact with that. So I have to remove the whole entire manifold just to disconnect this clip. Now the other runners, because I didn't install them because I didn't have room because of this bar that is now cut out, or this
this frame that is now cut out. So now that the frame's cut out, I'm going to try and install the longer runners so that we don't have any issues with connecting things. The only thing that broke after my track day at Track Casuals yesterday, or the day before yesterday. Anyway, it was this 3D printed part union with this aluminum part that CC Innovation sent. The reason why I'm not using this to mount the throttle body to is the fact that the screw holes on this is off compared to the holes on the manifold. So anyway, so what I designed was a little way to incorporate this metal or this aluminum piece, because I couldn't get a good enough seal because of the heat with the ABS pressing up against the aluminum manifold. The manifold just gets too hot, the engine gets too hot, the engine bay gets too hot, and the flat surface ends up becoming a little curved. So what I'm gonna end up doing, probably, this is the other one that I designed, what I'm gonna end up doing is making a double gasket type of seal here with like aluminum sheet metal, and then I'm gonna try and use like wider or maybe bars that come across each side to press completely, like press the whole piece completely up against the manifold. So there's a somewhat of a layer between the manifold and the plastic, but also it will be pressed in with the bars. And if anything, I'll just squeeze it tighter for now. But this is what I would want to get machined, because this is what I essentially want. So go ahead and show you guys. All right, so check it. You see how this spinning? This wasn't spinning when I went to Track Casuals, and now it is. You can see the way I joined these is I printed a piece, or I printed two separate pieces here. This piece on this side, the bigger diameter, and then there's one on the inside that's conical in a sense, and they merge right at the meeting point of this metal piece. So that was supposed to seal this hole. However, it's a little bit too loose. So what I ended up doing on the inside was putting sealant, RTB, whatever. And it came loose during the track day. So for the temporary fix, I'm either gonna use the, sorry for the noise. I'm either gonna use that one that I just showed you, or put JB Weld on the inside instead.
Maybe a 14. Can you potentially hold it a little bit more secure?
Too fast. Tighten it.
Okay.
Now slowly lower it.
Is it going down?
No, slowly. Alright, just let it go from there. Can you pull towards you while you're doing that? Pull as hard as you can. Pull. Right. I was able to get this on the cart by myself, considering my whole back issue, but it's here, and now to start the swapping over. We definitely had to get a change of clothes because I was soaked. However, we got it out. We got it completely out, and this gives me room to just show everything and clean up everything and work on everything in the bay itself, but also we get to start swapping parts over. So that's what we will do. Before we get to that, I wanted to show you the ducting and how that looked. For the track day, I ended up putting some tape on it for it to work, but there you have it. It's literally 3M tape and rivets, like I said, but it worked. I mean, I'm going to end up having, obviously, to use more of the radiator because that's not being used at all, but it's working wonderfully. thought I'd show you guys something. So I was preparing to stick a pin in this to remove it so I didn't lose the position. However, when I went to turn the crank so that this can compress a little bit, it didn't compress at all. And so I was like wondering what was the issue. And so I tried again and it didn't compress at all. This didn't move at all. So my assumption is that maybe something got in here or it got dry for a sec. I don't know. It seized up for sure. I'm usually able to compress this with one hand or two hands, and it won't budge whatsoever. I don't know how in the world I made it. Well, I don't know how I made it back to home from the track like this. It's actually kind of crazy to see. So I guess long story short, make sure you change these out when you're supposed to, because they can definitely fail on you, and then you have a potential situation where you have an interference engine and you have a failing or failed tensioner. Anyway, that's what I wanted to show you. Let's get back to it. Don't lose this. Oh, I don't know if this is supposed to do this. This might be broken too. Let me know in the comments if this is supposed to be so free spinning when it's like this. I guess it was free spinning and now it's locked. Not sure why, but yeah, let me know. It is about, I don't know, 6, 7 p.m. Almost just about 6 p.m. And we have made huge progress with our build. It's a complete mess in here, and that's how it usually is when things start getting crazy. So let me show y'all. This is the head. It's looking quite nice. I had to do some, well, you saw in the video, these were rounded out, so I went ahead and helped myself in fixing. And we are gonna be installing a new VTC gear. That's why I took this out. I've been looking for another one of these or another cylinder head because this stupid pin, the cam lock broke. I don't like this system at all because these things are so weak. This is probably the second one that's broken on me. I don't know. Tell me if I'm doing it wrong or something, why it's broken on me. But anyway, moving on from there. This is the old head. I mean, what am I saying? Old block, old short block. And does it look good? What do you think? What do you think? I have to order some dowel pins because these will not budge whatsoever. So I have to wait till Wednesday for them to arrive, unless I can find some on Amazon that can come tomorrow. And then we'll be taking off the clutch and throwing it on there. This is the, get out of my way. This is the new block with the new gasket. Ooh, pretty. I don't want to touch it because it's nice and pretty. And we already got some oil in there. I almost forgot to put this on, and then I also almost forgot that I needed dowel pins. So I came over with the head, or the head, and then I was like, oh, and so I put it back over there. Anyway, we wait till Wednesday to continue. So this is Can't Fit with the Honda Fit and a whole lot of mess. And I'll catch you in part 2.